Thank you, everybody, for being patient. This is Danny with Bone Check Radio. Let me go ahead and get the artist in. So I believe I was spelling her handle wrong. Here it is. I just invited them to come on and join us live. So we are waiting on the artist to come in. Okay, you joined, so I need you to come live with me. You sent me a request. Okay, come on. I accepted you to come on. I'm going to send you a request. Let me see. Okay, I'm inviting you to come on. Thank you for joining, everybody. It says you are unable to join. Why is it saying you are unable to join? Hey. Let's see. Why is it not letting you join? Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you, Queen? You're beautiful.
Thank you. So are you. And thank you for being patient.
You're very welcome.
Our radio show did go over. I saw you on there earlier. I heard your track. So thank you for being patient. So I do want to say, my name is Danny. I am with Bone Check Radio. It is nice to actually meet you, even though I saw you on our radio live earlier today. For the first minute or two, can you go ahead and just like share the live, like you want your friends, your family, like some of your followers to join and so forth?
Sure. Let me see. How do I do that, by the way?
It's like the little paper plane emoji at the very bottom right hand corner. If you click on that,
Yeah, I just found it too.
yeah, you can send that out to people. Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, I sent it to five, like 5 people that I'm close to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, are you done? Always give
hmm
everybody a chance. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So with that being stated, let's go ahead and jump into it. So again, like I stated, my name is Danny. And go ahead and say your name for me. I don't know how to say your name correctly.
Eimaj.
Eimaj? Oh, okay. I thought it was, but I did not know, and I do not like to mispronounce anybody's name.
That's fine. Yes, my middle name backwards.
Okay, okay. There you go. There you go. All righty. So again, I do want to say thank you for, coming on our radio show tonight, shall I say.
Yeah.
One with our host Wings. I love that track that you had. It was very, very nice. I loved it. It kind of gave
Thank
me that
you.
old
Thank
school
you.
vibe.
Thank you. Yeah, like there's a story with that, so I won't discuss it until you're ready to.
Okay, okay. So let's get
Mm.
started. So I do want to say, um, so everybody can know you. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us, where you from. Are you an R&B artist, a rapper? I mean, I know where you are, but for everybody that does not know, and tell us a little bit about yourself. I always tell artists you do not have to go too far in depth. Not too personal. It's nobody's business, but tell us a little bit about yourself so we'll know.
Well, and to guys that are watching me now, my name is Eimaj, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm Puerto Rican and Black, and I've been doing music professionally since 2016, and I've done showcases, and I won like a couple awards and stuff like that, and I'm proud of myself and how far I became, and yeah, I'm just going along with this music stuff and see how far it's gonna take me, and it's just getting started. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
nice. I definitely like that. I definitely like that from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, I definitely need to go to New
hmm
York. Okay, East Coast. I'm in the Midwest. Okay, nice. All right.
Yeah, I heard you from Chi-Town. Represent.
You already know. Yeah, I'm from, Chicago. Yeah, you see me with the hat on. Lately I've been in, with the interviews with the hat on. Yeah. A
Of
little nippy
course,
outside now.
yes.
A little nippy outside. Okay. So I do want to ask you, what made you start doing music?
When I was 12 years old, my major influence, Aaliyah, rest in peace. When I heard her
Mm,
third album, it intrigued me, like, to go, oh my God, I know what I want to be. Like, she was doing forward thinking production, which I didn't think of at the time because I didn't know what music was like that until I got older and actually read the critics and studied it. And I realized, like, how far she has elevated and motivated so many artists and paved the way for so many, including myself, and it driven me to become a singer at first. And
okay.
I always wanted to sound like her, look like her a little bit, and knowing that I can't do those things, I had to realize, like, if I'm going to be an artist, I have to find my own individuality. And I'm not going to lie, it was kind of hard. So, yeah, she was the reason why I wanted to be in this business, but I just didn't know how to get in at the time. So, when 2010 came, officially, that's when I started doing showcases, and I already done music classes, like, for singing in high school, so they're kind of familiar with me, and I used to get a lot of praise for my singing. But sometimes I didn't know if it was real or not, because in high school you don't know who's real or fake. So when it came to showcases between 2010 and up, I was trying to get myself out there, and I had to get used to how the crowd is and everything like that. And I had to take a hiatus. And then when I went back on full time in 2017, I was like, let me go in and see how far it takes me.
Okay, I like all of that. Aaliyah, I definitely love Aaliyah. Aaliyah had the game on lock, and that last video she did, "Rock the Boat." Oh my gosh, that video was so nice. She looked so gorgeous in that video. That was the last video. I'm not gonna never forget that because everybody was in love with that video. She was, I think, in the Bahamas, the island. She looked so pretty. Um, but definitely, and she was a natural beauty, natural talent. Everybody loved her, and she had just started doing the acting and all of that. So definitely, I really like that, as far as like inspiration and so forth. Like that, I definitely like that. So also, I do want to ask, I know some artists do play, yes, Lauren, she was, so some artists do play musical instruments. Do you play any instrument?
I played the flute. I
Mm-hmm.
had one in my crib, but I didn't like get consistent with it. I could have been Lizzo before Lizzo. But
Yeah.
I didn't take it seriously because I feel like it was not in my field. And I only know how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. And that's just it. I don't know. I don't know. Instruments are not for me. I'm not saying that I don't want to learn. I do, but it just takes a lot of practice. I have to have the
Mm-hmm.
like time for that. And I mostly made time for singing, throughout the years. So it's like, I left the instruments to the other talents.
Okay, yeah. Now you said Mary had a little
Yeah.
lamb. Now you know what I'm gonna say about that. Mary had a little lamb. Remember Sister Act? Remember Mary?
That's my
Remember
movie. That's
everybody
my
knew Mary had a
movie.
little lamb? And she was like, "What you mean you know Mary had a little lamb?"
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Hi,
definitely that's always
Vero.
something first with music. We definitely knew Mary had a little lamb. I did a choir glee club. We definitely knew Mary had a little lamb. If you ain't know nothing else, Mary had that little lamb. So
Mary had a little lamb. I'm
there you
sorry.
go. There you go. See, there you go. There you go. Okay. So I do want to ask you, do you write your own lyrics?
Hands down, 100%, 1,000%. I cannot trust everybody with my story. If I
Hmm.
do, it's because you know me deeply, deeply and personally.
Okay.
I had one who helped me with a couple of songs. He
Hmm.
passed away last year, late last year, and um one of the songs was supposed to be for my debut album, but I've decided to save it for my second album in the future. So, yeah, like I don't really trust everybody with my words. I rather write it, I rather it come from me. I rather it come from
Yeah.
me. Yeah, because I write all from personal experiences or others, and or like if certain things bother me, whether big or little stuff, situations, I get it all out because I don't like to hold stuff in. That's just not me.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Well, that's good. I like that. You want to tell your own story and how you feel. I definitely like that. So when you do write a song, is it complicated for you to write a song, or do you have to have something on your mind, or is it something that you might make up? Like, how is your writing process? Like, how does that go?
All of the above. Because I do have moments where I would write songs for 15 minutes. I would do have moments where an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours.
Hmm.
Sometimes for those moments or until the next day till I get it done. It all depends because it's like I have to make sure the words I write make sense.
Yeah.
It carries me like emotionally, in moments spiritually,
Okay.
spiritually those type of times. And I just want to make sure I come from a real place, relatable, very important. Because of when I expect the listener to hear it, I want them to feel like, yes, I know what she's talking about. Yes, I've been through this. Yes, I know how she's feeling. Like I would love reception like that from fans or people that listen to my music. That would mean so much to me. That's
Hmm.
why I always thought to myself, like once I release a full project and they hear all of them, like I want them to be amazed by it. So this just runs in my mind a lot. I always think too much. That's another thing with me, and I even wrote a song about that because we all have those moments where we overthink and it, messes with our mental health.
Okay.
I feel like that's very important. I had to write a song about that because I went through a deep dark place, but I'm gonna leave that for like the deluxe edition of my debut album.
Okay, you have a lot to say.
Yeah,
I like that, but I definitely look
yeah.
at what's on your mental and so forth. Then also mental health is so real, so I like that. Whatever, especially like mentally going on, I know music is definitely probably used for you as an escape to help release everything that's going on. Correct?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I can hear it in your voice. You seem very passionate when you talk, so that's good. It's like you passionate about music, so that's definitely
I'm
good.
very passionate. That's why I love talking to my manager. Shout out to Real Lyrics. We
Okay.
talk almost every day about music, 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 because that's just the core of our, hearts. We just love music.
That is good then. Okay, so I do want to ask you, when was the last time you performed?
Damn. When was the last time before? I think it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, like around there. I think I did a show. Beryl G was with me, by the way. She's on
Oh,
live.
nice. She was
She
in here watching. Yeah.
she was with me. Lyrics was with me. My best friend Opal, and our director Z1. Shout out to him too. He did the video to Alive with
Okay.
me and Vero G. Yes, he was there too. And I performed Hardcore, which is a hip hop song, and of course, which I heard Blaze, and the crowd liked it. I was very surprised.
Nice. I like you all. I like you all music. You, Vera G, Angie's in here. I like you all's music. I've heard it. You all been on our radio show. I did an interview with them both. I definitely like you all music. You ladies are doing nice big things. I love the passion. I love the sound. I do have to compliment all three of you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. So I do want to ask, being an artist, is it hard for you to stay creative?
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
sometimes because it's like I have to sit and think about what to write. I have to think about the melodies. I have to think about what kind of beat I want to use, and
Mm-hmm.
how do I combine all that together into an emotion. Sometimes that's hard for me because
Yes.
and also I can't if I'm gonna be around people like collaboration, like do collaborations with people. We have to be on the same level of like what kind of song we're gonna write or like beat or melodies we're gonna use. Because if I feel like that person is distracting to work with, I completely shut out and I don't want to work with them no more. Because I had situations where I had to tell my manager and sometimes very well like I can't do it with certain artists. So sometimes like when I begin writing a song, I have to be by myself most of the
Okay.
time. And then when I come with the concept, I'll let everybody know that I'm done with it. Or like when it's that time to record it and whoever's with me in the studio to hear it, they'll give me their feedback and vice versa. It's just yeah, it's just I just be going through the motions sometimes with the songwriting.
I get that. I get that. When we were
Yeah.
younger and did like chorus and so forth, like in high school, college, you had to basically have your own way of thinking. So like even like when we did solos and so forth, like somebody got agitated a little bit and they're like, you know what, I need to go do it by myself. And then so everybody's like, well, you know what, that's a good point. Let me go sit to the side and, you know, write my little chorus verse, you know, let me do my little verse. And then everybody came back together like how we gonna intertwine this. I definitely get that as far as musically, and you gotta, you know, write your own hook and all of that and write your own song. You know, if you're not in sync and everybody's trying to have like 10 ideas at once, everybody sometimes needs to go separate and then come back. So I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on
And
that.
right, also with that too, like I don't like I like when working together as well. I want to make sure
Hmm.
all of us are in tune, intact. I don't like when that one person got to be diva like. That turns me off.
Yeah, exactly,
That
Vera
turns me
G. Yeah.
off.
Hmm.
I've been in a situation like that, I think, with one of the artists. I think Vera G know who. And like this person got this thing where he feel like because he's the star, everything he say goes. Fuck you. No, that's not gonna go down with me. I get agitated with artists who think like they're the shit, and you can think like that if you want to. You're entitled to that, and keep that in your head, but don't feed that negativity to everybody else. That's just for me though. I don't like stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand how it goes. You know, I did choir, chorus, I did dancing, I did jazz, hip hop, ballet, and then coming together, even with dancing as well, choreography. Everybody has to learn it, and everybody has to come up with their routine. Yeah, so for me, music is always going through me, even though I'm not an artist, but I used to, you know, sing and dance all the time. So I
Okay,
definitely get it.
multi-talented.
I definitely get it when it comes to being passionate about what you love and as far as, you know, music and so forth. So I definitely can relate. So I do want to ask, what's the most fun thing about performing live? You know, you feel the energy from the crowd. What's the most fun thing that you love?
People being positively receptive to it, like
Okay.
like bopping their head, pointing at me or me pointing at them, and they go, oh shit, because I had young heads when I was performing the rap song Hardcore, like I mentioned.
Mhm.
They was like, oh shit, she was pointing at me, oh my god. So that made me happy because I want to reel the crowd in to,
Okay.
to what I'm saying to them and the songs that I'm doing. I'm not a dull performer. I like to move around. So I'm really give off my influences. And speaking of my influences, it's Aaliyah, like I mentioned, then it's Beyonce, Brandy, Khalees, Mary J. Blige, Nicki Minaj is the reason why I started rapping, Sade and Toni Braxton. So I really follow my influences, but like still make sure I'm like myself.
Okay. I like that list. Mary J. Blige, check. Tony Braxton, check.
Hmm.
Lil Kim,
No, no,
check.
no. No,
I
no,
know.
no, no.
I'm talking about for me. I'm talking about for me. For me.
Okay, okay,
For
okay.
me. For me. For me. Yeah, Tony Braxton, check. Mary J. Blige, check. I was Lil Kim, check.
Okay.
Um, yeah, Mariah. I love Mariah. I love Aaliyah. I like Brandy, but I was more so a Monica fan than Brandy. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I was just saying mine. Oh, don't kill me. I was just saying like mine, like you know, like the artists that I like that's similar to yours. Yeah.
That was cool. I like all of them that you mentioned, so it's all good with me. It's all
Don't
good with
come for
me.
me. Don't come for me. Okay. So I do want to ask you, for your next project, what do you see? Like, what do you see your next project being as? Like, what type of songs do you want on it? Like the photo shoot, everything. Like, what do you want your next project to look like?
Well, since I'm still working on my debut album,
Mm-hmm.
the title of it's called Life, and I've been saying that for like the past maybe year and a half, 2 years now. The reason I'm calling it that title because I want it to
Mm-hmm.
be relatable from all aspects. From all
Mm-hmm.
aspects. So when people hear it, I'm basically saying it from an external point of view
Right.
of feelings. Like but it's personally coming from mine. But like when people hear it, they go, "Oh, she talking about something that I've been through. I can relate to, vice versa, however they want to see it." And I already did the picture for it. I already did my own artwork for it. I came prepared, and I just want to make sure, like when I release it, you know, just people, give me great feedback. whether it be fans or critics or whatever. I've been really working on this album, about to be 6 years next year, and I thought I had release dates, and it kept getting pushed back due to whack ass audio engineers, like I mentioned, and also too, I had a first single I wanted to release in 2018, but at the time I didn't know copyright, I didn't know BMI, so I was like, fuck, I don't want to release a song and people steal it from me. Mind you, this beat that I saved, very forward thinking, very forward thinking. So I've decided to save that beat for my second album. I was going to release it for this one, but I was like, no, I'm going to hold on to it because it's special to me and I love it, love it, love it, love it. So I had to wait till 2021 to actually get my foot in the door with the song Hardcore, and
Mm,
people love that one. And that's like a
okay.
political song. It's about, what's going on in the world and stuff. And I'm just proud of how that song did it. And then now Blaze, I've released that one like a year later. And that's my biggest song to date. It's actually 10K on YouTube and 6K on Spotify. So I'm blessed. I'm really blessed right now.
Yes, I like that. I'm definitely like that. On Spotify. Are you on all like the streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple and all of that? Good, good, good.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Good. There you go. There you go. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Okay. So I do want to ask, like, when you do the shows and so forth, how do you like to dress? Do you have like a creative process when it's getting ready for like your shows and so forth? Like, how do you like to dress? Do what you have on, does that set your mood for the day you performing?
Um, I would like to wear outfits that I have not worn already. So
Mm-hmm.
what I would do is I have to go shopping like a few days before in advance or order something online and to make
Okay.
sure like I stand out. That's very important to me because I have situations where like, I wear certain outfits and sometimes like I have a presence of people looking at me like they think they've seen me before, and
Okay.
I'm not conceited, so I don't want nobody thinking that because I'm not. It's just that, I don't like to be the one to stand out. I always like to be like the one to blend in, and apparently I just wasn't made to be that way, because my walk, I have a switch. I mean, what girl doesn't? I mean, some girls, no offense to the girls that don't have that, but like me, people look at me and may think negative things, and I don't know why sometimes, but like I have to think like, I'm confident in my skin and my body, and I should not be
Mm-hmm.
afraid to show it. So it all depends on the event, and what I'm feeling that day. Yeah, basically. I just want to make sure like I'm not wearing the same outfits every time because I don't want nobody thinking I'm a bum bitch because I'm not. So yeah, so I have to make sure I look here, my face. That's very important to me. Like I gotta make sure I'm beat for the gods because I'm not gonna walk out looking crazy.
Okay. All right. Beat for the
Yeah.
guys, slay. Ain't nothing wrong with a good slay, a good beat. Okay, I feel you on that. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all, baby. Make sure that lip gloss is
Woo!
popping, that eyeliner. Hey, that you got that wing, you got your highlighter, you got your bronze. I ain't mad at you. And you from Brooklyn? Go ahead and show us how it's done, baby.
All right.
Go ahead. She said what she said. You better
Heard.
tell them. Exactly. You better tell them. Okay. So I do want to ask, is there anybody that you would love to work with, whether they are a celebrity or whether they are indie artists up and coming? Is there anybody that you would love to work with?
Any of the influences I mentioned, I always say this in every interview because I feel like these women really made an impact in the industry, whether they're underrated or not. I really am proud of like them as even as Black women. That means a lot. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because they paving the way for my generation and generations after mine that you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can flourish in hip hop, R&B, any genre. Like that's the field I want to bring in. So since for my generation, I'm trying to make an impact for you know the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So when they see me, whether I make it big or not, they go, "Oh, I like her." Like I like what she's doing. I like her being inventive, and whatever they think
Mm-hmm.
about me. I want to pave the way as well by being me, and making something that's never been done before. I always thought about that too,
Right.
and just be forward thinking, just like how I look at Aaliyah and everybody else I'm influenced by.
I love that. I so love your answers. And then I think Angie Lou is trying to follow you. Are you trying to follow her on social media? Your
I saw a couple of people follow me. I think it was Domino and her. So when I get off here, definitely I'm gonna follow you guys back, most definitely, because
yeah,
I'm all
definitely.
about support.
I think I sent you a
So
request as well, but it is pinned. It is pinned. Angie, if you can hear me, if you still listening, it is pinned. If you talk, okay, she said she see it. Okay, I put in the
alright,
comments. I said
cool.
your IG name is pinned. Okay, so before we get out, I'm just gonna ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. I do want to ask you, as far as the studio, do you record it yourself? Do you go to a studio? What do you do?
I go to a studio and like I mentioned about audio engineers, I try to make sure they know my sound.
Mm-hmm.
I get descriptive in a way to let them know how I want the sound. Because I have an ear that I can't explain, but like I can tell when something's off. And like if I ask of you not to, do certain things to the song, or I ask of you to like switch it this way or turn it this way, whatever, like I expect you to do that part. I've worked with audio engineers who don't remember after 2 seconds of me telling them, and I don't like that. I hate that. I don't. That pisses me off. And the last one I dealt with, he did that, and it's like, you know what? I almost got to a point where I almost I almost called them and cursed them out, but I
Mm-mm.
realized that it's not worth it, and I'm not going to stress myself out. I already expressed frustrations to my manager, and he was just like, you know what, do what you need to do, do what you think is best, and don't let that stress you out. So just I have to make sure when I'm just in any studio, whoever I'm working with, they just know what I expect. I try not to
Okay.
come off diva-ish neither, because I always say that I don't want to come off like, do this and why the fuck that. No, because that's when they're gonna be like looking at me like, who you think you are. I want to remain humble as I can. Yeah.
Okay, definitely. I definitely like that. Um,
hmm
I do want to say, what is something that you would tell an up and coming artist?
Okay. If they're in here, not in here, listen up. I'm gonna try to keep this brief. I hope it's not a little lengthy. You have to have the confidence to be in this industry. You gotta have tough skin. Do not be walking around here weak linking, because when they catch that, when they catch you slipping, you're assed out. And then if you get no help, that's even worse. Work with a team that is for you, that's willing to help you to succeed, shine, all of the above. If you could tell somebody is out to get you, scheme you, negative shit, stay away. Because I've been there, done that. The people I used to work with before, the people I know now, one of them just did a diss track about me to try to tarnish my image, and baby,
Mm.
his career went nowhere. So, because I didn't respond to it. If you give people the then the back and forth thing, they're gonna look for him like, ooh, what's he about? And I'm not gonna give that energy. Plus the nigga is deaf. So I don't wanna waste nobody's time with that. So just in general, you gotta have tough skin. If
Yeah.
somebody come at you with the bullshit, and you know it's bullshit, but stand your ground. Please stand your ground. If people want to, and women, ladies, very important. This is a male-dominated industry, and men like to look at us as sexual objects and shit like that. I ain't here for that. Okay, I let it be known. That's why I come up with an intimidating era, and that's why some men look at me like, ooh, she's kind of like, ooh, and I don't want to be that way, but I gotta show it. Like, don't come up on me like you think you can. You know what I'm saying? Respect me as a woman. Respect me as an artist. And trust me, I'll give you all the nice hee hee ha ha But if you come at me disrespect, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? That's how I do me. But just have tough skin, ladies. Have tough skin. Just
I
yeah.
definitely get it. You said a mouthful and you said nothing but facts. Everybody was saying, you're a perfectionist. Everybody was saying, Angela saying she's learning a lot from you. I said just stating facts. I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely have a tough skin on that. Um, some artists, when I've interviewed them, I have said that. I know I've had this conversation with like Lady Legacy and a few other artists. As a female, I used to do promotions as well years ago and so forth. I was the only female. And we used to just like sell out like the lounges, the clubs in Chicago. So
Mm.
yeah. Yeah, like the legacy said, let the church say amen. So definitely, as a female, like you stated, you definitely gotta have your own tough skin, whether you a male or a female. But for a female and male dominated, you definitely gotta have tough skin. Definitely, if you don't have
It's
nothing else, you
harder.
definitely gotta come harder. Like your emotions gotta be left outside the door. Business is business. Let's get to it.
And don't let skin complexion stop you. That's another thing I can't fucking stand. Don't let somebody get in y'all ear like, oh, you look like this and that, and you don't look like America's this, that, and the other, so we can't X, Y, and Z you. Don't hear none of that. That
Yeah.
that's so back in the day. We in a new era. Shine, shine. I work with all kinds of artists, colors. I don't care if you as white as the paint in my wall back here. I don't give a shit. You talented? Fuck with me. I don't care if you as dark as as this shirt. You talented? Fuck with me. I wasn't brought up to be prejudiced. My mother did not raise me to be that way. So you know what I mean? I think everybody should think that way. But sadly, we live in a fucked up world.
Yep. And I definitely agree with you on that. And I'm laughing at Angie's comment. You see her comment. What is it? Some horny DJs, engineers.
Yeah, word. Yes, she's right. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, well, well. It was so, so nice to meet you. You have a lot of energy. Please, once you get off the interview with us, please follow everybody. Follow me back. Follow all our Bone Check pages. I believe I am following you, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I am, but you can correct me on that. Um,
I believe I saw your name yesterday because you liked one of my videos that I
mm,
uploaded. So I think
mm.
I followed you. If not, just in case, I'll follow everybody, you,
Yes, definitely
everybody.
make sure.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and comment that for everybody. Make sure everybody is following everybody because, a lot of people want to support. Um, yeah, let me put that in there for you. So everybody can follow each other so we can keep everybody posted. Okay, definitely. Okay, so before I let you get out of here, it was so nice to meet you. You have so
Same
much to
here,
say,
Queen.
and I love the passion that you have, and I love that song that you did on the radio with Wings today. I love that song. And
Thank
then,
you.
so you're very welcome. I do want you to tell everyone where we can find you, whether it is your Instagram tag, your Twitter tag, your TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. Go ahead. Tell them where we can find you, baby girl.
My Facebook is Eimaj Morales, Eimajmorales. My YouTube, simply Eimaj, Eimaj. My Instagrams, hopefully is in the bottom when it's pinned,
Yep, it's pinned.
Eimaj Music, Eimaj Music, and I have another one, the same name with the number 2 next to it. My music is on all streaming platforms, so please y'all, it would mean a lot to me if y'all check it out.
Okay, awesome. Definitely. So I do want to say thank you for stopping in with Bone Check Radio. Thank you for being patient. Like I stated, we had a little bit, our radio, station show tonight did go a little long, so I was giving everybody a chance to, get themselves situated, including myself. And then also we are going to go ahead and interview another artist after this and probably like the next 2-3 minutes. So if you want to join and watch, you are more than welcome. And with Bone Check, we are supporting everybody. We do ask everybody to support us as well. We always show love. So we definitely appreciate you for doing the radio show tonight and this interview with us tonight. Definitely appreciate it.
I thank you so much for having me, and thank y'all so much, Bone Check, all of you, Danny, all of you for supporting me. Like ever since I got on Bone Check, like thank you so much. It means a lot.
You are very welcome. Again, it was nice seeing you. And, I am going to do another live interview in the next 2-3 minutes. So definitely come back and watch. And you have a good night.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.